I'm the closest you can pretty much get to dropping out. I basically took a gap year in high school. So it's 1:10 p.m. Um, Thursday, April 20 something, April 18th. It's been 11 and a half months since I've been to school, like a real school where I'm graded and all that, and where my the stuff that I do there counts, towards my graduation. And basically, I was sitting here just now and I posted a picture of my story, and my friend, he texted me. He was like, "Man, I really wish I was homeschooled like you are." And man, it just got me thinking, like, back when I used to go to school last year, in Texas, I didn't really like it. I wished that I was out and that I was doing what I wanted and I could finally start my own company and make money and blah blah blah. But there's so many unnecessary, well, not maybe unnecessary, but there's so many things when you're outside of school or in the real world or whatever they call it. When you're on your own and you're not just, doing math tests all day long or whatever. There's so many things that there are to worry about, and that people are so less kind about. Like in school, you make a mistake, the teacher helps you out or whatever. But outside of school and when you're dealing with business and trying to start your own company and stuff, you make a mistake and all of a sudden you have to pay for it, or now you have to spend 2, 3, 4 extra days over at some stupid place to correct what you've done. And the stress free environment school is just such a nice place to be. I'm really glad that I'm understanding this before it really is too late, because I still have either 2 or 3 years left of school. Basically last year, the whole year, last school year, I was planning a trip to Germany, a year-long trip to Germany for an exchange year, and I would go there to Germany and just chill and make new friends and stay there for the whole school year. And I got there in September, and I lasted until December. It was not long. It was 5.5 months or something like that. And I came back because I didn't really fit in with the class too well, but also the weather, and I was missing my friends and stuff here, and whatever. So I came back to Texas in January. January like 3rd, I think I landed here. And now that I've been back, I've been starting my own business and trying to make money on my own, and it's just like so many things to worry about. Like, if you're thinking about dropping out, just everyone's different, and it'll be different for you than it is for me and whatever. But our time in school, whether you're in 9th, 10th, 11th grade, it's so like precious. You know what I mean? You can only have it one time in your life. So if you drop out and then you wait a year or 2 years and you decide to go back, it's not going to be the same. If you're thinking about dropping out, you really should put a lot more thought into it. You know what I mean? There's so many things about school. You can just get on the bus, show up, sit in class, do some stupid work that the teacher wants you to do, and talk to your friends and get on your phone secretly and just mess around and like all this carefree stuff, get in trouble, whatever. And it's so nice compared to when you're outside of school, doing your own thing. When you get in trouble, or you know what I mean, it's all real. You know what I mean? If you, like me, I have a business and I cracked a window weed eating a lawn. You know what I mean? That's like you know what I mean? That's not equivalent to sneaking your phone into the desk. You know what I mean? Like, it's both like bad things, but now all of a sudden there's actual consequences and a $500 window that needs to be replaced. And it's just like so uncomfortable how stressful it is. I'm going back to school on in August next year, or not next year, but next school year in August. So that's after this summer. And that's always been the plan. I never dropped out fully. I mean, I'm obviously just chilling in my living room right now, not doing anything. It's kind of like my day off today. I decided I don't want to do any work, but I'm the closest you can pretty much get to dropping out. I basically took a gap year in high school. This is my 10th grade year. And I might have to redo 10th grade when I go back to school next year, which I have zero problem doing. You know what I mean? Like, at a minimum, I have 2 years left of school. But if I had three years left in high school, I mean, I would not complain. You know what I mean? High school is like the easiest, chillest thing you could possibly do in your life. Hands down. Like, you think your tests are stressful and your grades or whatever? Like, come on, man. When I was going to school, you just go to school. You know, you raid your fridge, take some snacks to get you through the day. You go on the bus, you go to school, you meet with your buddies, you sit around till the first bell rings, you walk to class, chill in there, do some assignments, and just like throughout the day, you know, you sit in the AC or the heat. You know, you're not getting sunburn all day long. You just chill. And yeah, the teachers yap at you and you're not allowed to have your phones out in some classes, but man, I could damn sure go for some of that right now. Like, there's people that are just constantly blowing up my phone. You know, I need my 5-acre lot mown by this weekend on Sunday. I need you to replace this window. Why are you such a bad person? Why would you do that? And then there's like people like texting me like, just like all these nagging stupid problems, you know? I really am like the closest you could possibly be to dropping out without fully dropping out. And it's terrible. I mean, I don't know. I am going back to school next year and I am going to cherish it. I don't know, man. It's too good, too easy to go to school and just chill and have a good time. The social aspect is crazy. Here, right now, for me, you know, I'm chilling or whatever during the day, and I see like a couple of either dropouts who are like, I don't mean to be rude, but like honestly, like some of the kids that I see around here that are my age, you know what I mean? They're kids who decided or can't go to school anymore, so they're not the most intelligent and inspiring people. You know what I mean? Or there's adults that are for some reason hanging out with me, so it's the same thing. It's like, you know, why don't you have a job, or your own friends your age? You know what I mean? So it's like the people you run into as a dropout are not going to be very inspirational to you, and they're not going to aid you into becoming a better person. When you're not going to school, it's so hard to maintain connections to your friends, and it's really hard to keep that social dynamic because you're not seeing them every day. And I don't even text some of the people who I used to be friends with, you know, just because I haven't seen them in 11 months. And when you're in school, you know, you can just make friends with any of those kids. You have access to all these people who can be friends with you and all that. And yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about dropping out or even going homeschooled, because I mean that's kind of what I am right now. Like in Texas, the laws are so loose you don't even need a curriculum to be homeschooled. So legally, I am homeschooled right now. That's like if the school asks, that's pretty much what we're telling them. But if you're going homeschooled and if you're gonna have your curriculum and like be schooled at home and all that, it's still the same, man. You're still, the social aspect is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even bashing on like the parents who everyone gets sorry, I'm not bashing on the parents who get hate from everyone saying their kids won't be socialized and all that. I'm just saying straight up, if I was homeschooled right now in my life, I would not, like if I was homeschooled for all of high school, I mean, I would just not be the same person. It would not be a good time, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And high school is really something you shouldn't take for granted at all. Or middle school, if you're in middle school. You know, it's like the perfect place to go when you don't want to get all stressed out, and like I'm talking about like real stress. You know, like there are like people are gonna watch this video and be like, high school is stressful, blah blah blah, but not after you've kind of entered the workforce or whatever you want to call it, and you start, you know what I mean, actually having to take up real responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like your math test, it might seem stressful to you, but it's a number. You know what I mean? You either get a 70 and pass, you get a 100 and pass, or you get below a 70 and don't pass. That's it. Yeah, 3 options. You know what I mean? And like grades are like, I don't know, people who stress too much about those, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But yeah. High school is a great place to be, and I cannot wait to go back. And yeah, just a quick video because I don't think my friend who sent me that text is gonna watch this or watches my channel, but dropping out or going homeschooled or leaving school early or a high school gap year, whatever stupid thing you might consider doing, either don't do it or put a whole lot more planning and consideration into it, because I mean, basically, if I don't need to repeat 10th grade and I just go next year for 11th and then 12th, I've missed out on an entire year of high school. That is kind of sad, honestly. And yeah, high school's pretty fun. Just take it easy and don't get stressed out about your grades, you know. There's a lot worse things to be stressing out about.